It's the biggest pet party of the year, and you are invited. Clear the Shelters is back with wagging tails, open hearts, and a mission to boost pet adoptions. And joining me to discuss this annual initiative happening now through the month of August is Brandon Max from Seattle Humane. Welcome back.
Thanks for having us, Kelly.
I mean, come on, what is cuter than what is happening right now with these kittens? Who did you bring with you?
Yeah, these guys open up a lot of doors for me. So we got Thimble here, and you're holding Sprocket. These are brother kittens who are available for adoption at Seattle Humane right now. It is kitten season, so we have lots and lots of little fur babies.
Oh, and you want these two to go together, ideally?
We encourage it, but it's not required.
Okay.
I mean, they really, kittens, it's good for them to learn like bite inhibition, like, positive play, things like that. They give each other comfort when you're in a new, weird place. So yeah, they really kind of rely on each other, and it's really nice. If you've got another cat at home that you think might tolerate a little sibling, that would work too, I think.
Amazing. And talk to us about the Clear the Shelters initiative and remind us why it's such an important campaign.
Yeah, it's a great campaign, happens every year in August, gives us an opportunity to kind of think of new, different ways of trying to promote our pets, especially the ones that have been in the shelter for a very long time. Of course, these two kittens aren't going to be there very long, I don't think, but we do have a lot of pets that are going to be there a little bit longer, and it's really great to have, NBC helping us out with kind of promoting and, giving some more visibility to some of the pets who have been there for months and months.
And why these specific pets that stay, in shelters longer?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people come for the kittens and the puppies, we have a lot of senior pets, people might not be ready for a senior pet. They're concerned about, the amount of time they'll be able to have with them, more medical needs. And of course, then there are also pets, who might have some behavioral opportunities where, they might need a little bit more training, and folks might not have the time to dedicate that right away. And also, of course, the economy is not super great. So folks are also thinking about, long-term costs.
And it makes perfect sense. And I want to get to some of those pets that have been at your shelter for a little bit of time, starting with Jazz, I believe. Yeah. So tell me about, look at her.
Jazz is a very fetching young lady. She's been with us for a very long time. She was just in foster. She's back on campus hoping to have a few meets. She does really well. She's got a little bit of reactivity. Doesn't do great around other dogs, which is can be very difficult when you're in a place like Seattle where we have so many dogs.
So
this is a very dog friendly, but not all of our dogs are dog friendly.
Yeah.
But she's very easy to handle and loves to play fetch, and she's very affectionate with people. So she's got a lot going for her. Just just a few little things that might be discouraging for some folks, especially if they already have dogs.
Yeah, she needs the perfect home. And Nori is next. Tell me about this one.
Yeah, Nori spent most of his time in foster. He's very smart. He's learning so many tricks there.
Look at that gentleman.
Yeah, his foster parent has been testing him with all kinds of fruits and vegetables to see what he likes, and posting that on Instagram on their account. He just does not like the shelter, so it's really hard when they're in a foster home to get eyes on them. So we really, that's why it's so great to have New Day kind of showing him off for us so that we can hopefully get some more eyes on him. He comes back to the shelter every so often, but he just does not like it there. And, they don't show well, and that's why we love having our foster parents.
Oh, it's so important. And look at him on his hike. He loves it. So if you want to take him for a walk, there you go, Nori.
I love a little salt and pepper snoot.
So precious. Zeppelin is next. Tell me about this one.
Zeppelin's a really chill older dog,
Okay.
Of course, he's, a pitty, and that makes some people don't, there's, things about the breed and breed restrictions as well that people are concerned about. But, they're actually one of the most friendly breeds in my experience. I love him. And he's, he's a little bit older, but he's still really spry and just loves to go on walks and just hang out with people. But he's also very reactive to other dogs. So, doesn't always show well when dogs are barking around him and he's going to bark at them. And, it gets a little loud and chaotic sometimes, especially in the morning when we're cleaning up for the day.
Again, he just needs to find his person. Look at him, that face. I can't. Oh my gosh. All three of those just deserve such a loving home. And so can you share why older pets and those who've maybe been overlooked that you mentioned can really just be incredible companions?
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about older pets is they have established their personalities. They know pretty much, what's going on. All they really need is kind of a routine to follow. They probably already have some tricks up their sleeves. You know, they've kind of got this whole personality all figured out, you know, and a lot of them already kind of have training, which is nice, especially if you don't want to try to potty train a puppy. You know, these guys were very good with their cat box this morning, so that was a great
Thank goodness.
addition to our home as we foster them overnight to make sure that they were nice and calm for today. And you know, yeah, there might be some additional costs, you know, down the road for older pets, but that's going to happen either way. You know, these little guys won't stay little forever, and you know, we really hope that whoever adopts them, you know, takes that into consideration, and
Right.
that you know they're going to be there their entire lives.
Absolutely. Walk us through some promotions that you guys are running to help pets find homes.
Yeah, so it's kind of, you're doing a little poundage there. So maybe we're over there at Pike Place Market, you know. So it's going to be $1 per pound for dogs 50 pounds and up, and cats that are a year or older. So basically, you know, we do see like the large breeds tend to stay in the shelters a lot longer of dogs. And that's also because, you know, we have breed restrictions, there are weight limits in housing. Of course, we're always promoting, you know, kind of breaking down those barriers, whether it's in Olympia or, you know, in the local municipalities, you know.
Yeah. And adoptions are obviously the big thing with Clear the Shelters, but are there other ways that you guys are hoping to get pets in homes?
Oh yeah, so you know, fostering is a really great way to help out with, you know, keeping pets out of the shelter. You know, we have a SPOT program, which is a really great community program for getting people who are in crisis. They can sign up with us and get their pets into foster care for up to 3 months, and that's really helpful.
Yes.
As they kind of, you know, get things back in order, kind of get their life figured out. You know, there's just so many just life emergencies that are popping up, especially in this economy. People losing housing, all that kind of stuff, losing their jobs. And, you know, being able to know that they can come back for their pets, that's really great for their mental health and helps them get back on their feet a lot faster.
Amazing. Brandon, thank you so much for bringing these furry friends and this information. We really appreciate it.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by Seattle Humane.